Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. May 5th. May 5th. You know, I meant to yesterday actually do May the 4th be with you and do a couple little memes and stuff, and I totally forgot to do that. So, missed opportunity. I don't know about your family or not, if they're Star Wars fans, but ours like Star Wars. Although I didn't do anything Star Wars related yesterday, did not have time. I think my daughter probably watched a movie or something, I think she said. But outside of that, that was it for Star Wars. Let me know in the comments if you guys did anything Star Wars for May the 4th be with you. If any Star Wars fans are out there. Thank you guys for being here. Today, I've actually had an okay technology day. If you were here yesterday, I was having all kinds of issues with my tech. Microphone would not work. Music was acting squirrely. Let me know in the comments if my audio is coming in clear, my mic is good, and volume is good and all that. That'd be awesome before we get started with the show. So today we're going to be covering just 4 articles. I'll try to get through them all. We'll see what happens. I was going to pull up this real quick, just as a, let's see here, Mortgage News Daily, just real quick. We'll just take a quick gander. Yeah, this is what I was afraid is going to happen. I haven't looked at the interest rate just yet, so we'll start there. So this is currently where we're sitting at with the interest rate. Like yesterday, we were 6.44, I think it was. Yeah, and we went up 0.12. So it actually went up a little bit yesterday and today. So 30-year fixed is sitting at 6.56. So we went back up. That pushes your 30-year FHA and 30-year VA above the 6% threshold. So we're now sitting at 6.03 and 6.05 respectively. So that's where the interest rates are currently. Kind of a weird uptick a little bit here. A lot of reasons why, but we're still hitting around the 6.5 to 6.4. We'll click on this. It says top tier 30-year fixed rates are back above 6.5% today for the first time in more than a month for the average lender. Many lenders raised rates during the course of the day as well. Those who didn't will likely have to raise rates tomorrow unless the underlying bond market makes a significant recovery overnight. Rates are driven by bonds, and bonds are starting the week at higher yields in response to war-related developments. That's typically what happens, guys. Well, actually, we talk about that just a little bit about the war and how that affects our economy. In general, escalation in the Iran war pushes bond yields higher by implying higher inflation via higher oil prices. Additionally, funding the war implies the need for more treasury supply in the future as the U.S. issues debt to pay for the war. Higher supply leads to lower prices for bonds, and lower prices mean higher rates. Today's top tier rate of 6.56 is the highest since March of 27th, when it was 6.62, and the third highest since August of 2025. So that's what's happening. That's when you have these weird escalations in war and the bond market is unstable, and not always, but most of the time, what happens in the bond market determines what happens with interest rates as far as mortgage rates are concerned. So that does correlate sometimes, not always, but sometimes it does. So it's ticked up just a little bit. We'll wait and see what happens. It'll probably come back down a little bit, maybe get into 6.4 again. We're going to see this probably going up back and forth probably the rest of the year, to be honest. We're going to hover right around this rate, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, but from what I'm reading and gathering, that's what we're seeing. All right, well, hopefully you guys have your coffee or tea, whatever it is you drink in the morning. Get the caffeine fix. So if this is your first time joining me here on this live stream, I'll tell you a little bit about what I do. This channel, the Real Estate Advantage, if you're watching me on YouTube, is dedicated to helping agents kind of look through the lens of news and find opportunity in spite of all the negative publicity that might be out there and all the rhetoric and articles and stuff that goes on. And I also post, shorts or YouTube shorts and TikTok reels and those type of things, or TikToks and then reels on Instagram, and kind of clip this show up into bite-sized pieces. So hopefully it does provide something of value back to you guys. I also try to post at least once or twice a month a video specifically helping agents do something in their industry. So if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, consider subscribing, liking, following, all those type of things. That would be great. I do greatly appreciate that. But this live show, what I do is I invite you into my home office where I usually drink coffee and go over real estate news and just kind of read through it and see what's going on, make notes of observations that I see it's happening. If I do this every single day, I can begin to see some trends. So I'm inviting all of you guys to come along with me in that process, because as we do this, we become much better informed about what's really going on by reading multiple different news sources and multiple different articles about the same topic. We become better informed. Therefore, we can guide our clients and consumer much, much better. So the whole point of this is to help you guys be equipped in what is going on. So that's what we're here for. So today, before I get started in the actual show, I'll give you a rundown of the articles I'm covering. So those that are here will hopefully stay until the end to hear all articles, and maybe one of these articles will pique your interest enough to stay and linger and comment and chat and join me in the conversation. I love having comments, so feel free to throw those in the chat, and I will pause and read those, and we'll have a discussion. So the articles I'm going to be covering today, the first one is going to be coming from Yahoo Finance. This is the title: "The Iran War Almost Upended Spring Home Buying, but so far the market is showing surprising resilience." So it's actually kind of a positive article. So that's kind of neat. It says inventory is up and buyers and sellers are showing signs of compromise. The next one we'll get into is Econ Review, a look at April's key market data. So we're going to be talking about just some key market data that's going on in the industry. So the first two articles we're going to be covering is all about the economy and what's